AITA for refusing to babysit for someone at the time I was supposed to go to her house? 16F. Made a flyer a month ago saying that I was able to babysit for anyone who needed a babysitter. I'm fully vaccinated, by the way. On the flyer, I specifically said that I can only babysit kids who are 4+ years of age, as I have trouble handling younger kids. This lady said that she would like me to babysit for her, and I asked her if she read the flyer. Mainly because I wanted to make sure she was okay with a teenager taking care of her children. She said she read everything and it worked out. I should have asked her if her children were 4+ years old, but I didn't because she said she read the flyer and everything worked out. On the day I go to her house, she texts me some things that I have to keep in mind. Allergies and stuff. Because she wasn't going to have much time to explain it when I get there. One of the things that she mentioned was how to make the formula milk. I was confused, so I asked why I needed to make formula milk. She was like, because how else are you supposed to feed my baby? I said that I thought all her kids were older than 4, and I thought she read that. She said that she thought she told me about her baby. She asked if I could let it go just this once and babysit for her cause she really wanted to meet her friend and get a break. I felt really bad because she was probably really excited to go meet her friend. But I have no idea how to handle 3-year-olds, let alone babies. If the baby were to cry, I wouldn't know what to do. I told her I couldn't babysit for her and I was really sorry. She's obviously very mad and is calling me an asshole and a liar. AITA? I just think that I made it clear from the beginning that I won't babysit 3 years and younger. NTA. While you could have asked her the ages of her kids during your phone call. But she said that she had read your flyer and understood your terms, you shouldn't do anything that you're uncomfortable doing. NTA, you literally asked her if she read the flyer, which specifically stated that you would only be willing to babysit kids that were 4+ years old. And she said yes. She was definitely aware. She probably waited until last minute to inform you about the baby so that you'd feel pressured into doing it. And the whole, I thought I told you about the baby, plays right into that. NTA. You were clear in your ad. She thought she mentioned her baby? Can you make an exception just this once? No, ma'am. She knew exactly what she was doing. You're NTA, and it's good you didn't let her pressure you into saying yes. NTA. You were very clear. Also, what kind of parent would want a sitter who admits she doesn't know how to look after the child? NTA. I think they dodged the bullet on this one. People who don't read and insist that you do something against what you put out there are people who won't pay you what you asked for. NTA. As you said, you don't know how to handle a baby, and if anything would have happened, the baby would have suffered because of you. Moreover, you mentioned all the details in the flyer. The mother shouldn't have ignored that. NTA. You were clear on your flyer that the children must be 4+. But going forward you should confirm it with your clients. An important thing to always remember is that someone might say they read a flyer, email, memo. But just saying they did is never enough. NTA. You asked if she had read the flyer and she said yes. She was just trying to manipulate you into doing what she wanted. NTA. I'm a mom of an 11-month-old baby. Trust me, there's been plenty of times I've wanted a babysitter to get a break, but it has to be with someone who I know can care for my child. If you explicitly said you cannot handle children under 4, she's either a very bad reader or a bad parent for trying to pawn her children off on someone who cannot fully handle it just to go hang out. NTA. You said that you couldn't care for a child younger than 4 years old. You don't know how to care for babies. You could have accidentally done something wrong with the kid. It was way more important for the baby to be with someone who has experience with babies than to see her friend. NTA. You said, only 4+ children, and she said she knew and agreed. Then springs a baby on you? You shouldn't be taking care of a baby if you don't know how to deal with one. For the safety of the baby. What would she do if you overfed or couldn't figure out how to even feed it? She could be putting her baby in danger? Does she even care? NTA. You did the right thing. NTA. You made the details crystal clear in your ad. So she can't accuse you of lying to her. You're under no obligation to provide a service your company doesn't offer. I wouldn't be surprised if she had read the flyer and intentionally neglected to tell you about the baby at the last minute so you'd still feel obligated to watch her kids. Entitled behavior such as hers is something I've come to expect from folks these days. So none of it surprises me anymore. NTA. She read the flyer. She knows about your age limits for babysitting. She thought she was slick not telling you her kid is an infant and waiting till you got there so spring that info on you. She should have simply looked into other childcare options instead of trying to take an advantage of a 16-year-old. NTA. Seedy moms pull this stunt all the time. She probably would have been gone for hours too. NTA. The mom not actually reading the flyer and trying to pressure you into it when you are unqualified to watch straight-up babies broaches into child endangerment a little bit. It is the parents' duty to make sure that whoever they hire to care for their children are adequately qualified to do so. For future reference though, always reiterate what was on the flyer when speaking to potential clients. I know it seems silly, but it tends to save some hassle, and one of the first questions you should ask before accepting a job is the names and ages of who you will be watching. A lot of the time parents are upfront about the ages when they inquire for services such as, are you available on X day to watch an X and an X-year-old, if the parents don't state the ages or try to avoid telling you the ages when you ask, you probably don't want to take the job. You are young, and it seems like this was an honest mistake due to poor communication. Not going through with it because you knew you were not qualified shows that you had the best interest of the child in mind. Heart. It sucks for the mom that she didn't get the break she thought she was going to get, but that's not as bad as baby who could have potential been injured. NTA. Why would a parent want someone who wasn't comfortable watching their kid to watch their kid? NTA. But like you said, you could have been more explicit. Next time you'll handle it differently, I'm sure. Another option might have been offering to babysit just the older child so mom gets a break. When I was your age, I was often a mother's helper and babysat for toddlers or young kids when there was a new baby in the family. This was also how I learned how to take care of babies so I could eventually babysit them too. Good luck with your childcare business. NTA. I'll go along with she read your flyer, but since it didn't fit into her needs she ignored it. She was trying to guilt you into doing what she wanted even knowing you couldn't. NTA. The adult in the situation should be ensuring whoever they are hiring to watch their kids is ready and able. You did the right thing not agreeing to something you weren't comfortable being responsible for.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.